my last video, it was a hay update, and this video is kind of on the heels of that one. And gonna start this John Deere tractor, and we're gonna see if we can bring some equipment in here and park it so we can do a little maintenance on it. I don't think I'm gonna need the logging chain off the back of the John Deere today. In addition to checking oil, I like to check the coolant, and then I like to check and see if there's any snakes in here, or mice. There shouldn't be. I got a lot of mice poison in here. All good. Well, that was an undramatic cold start. We'll see how it goes with the big Massey 1105 here in a little bit. Move some trash out of the way. You know, I got a lot of leftovers from when they built this barn, and it's like a minefield full of sheet metal drops and some lumber and things like that. So I want to get that all cleaned up here before the grass really starts growing again. What I'm doing is I'm cutting through the field. Those tracks out through there are still kind of muddy, and the last thing I want is ruts when I'm cutting and baling hay going this way across this field. So just kind of pick a dry path and go through the field. The Premier hooked up, got the PTO cinched down over there, and just want to get it up off the ground, take the jack stand up, and take it over to my barn. This is a right clever jack stand. It can't fall out because of that pin. And there it is. I don't have it braced side to side. It'll probably flop around a little bit, but no further than we're going, that'll be okay. kind of get it centered up here so I can pull it off. This thing comes off this stabilizer bar, goes up through that slot, and then this piece kind of fits down like that, and that locks it in. All right, it's all the way down. Take that off. Pull that thing out. Put it back in. Put this stuff in the toolbox. I chained this thing down so it wouldn't come loose while I was driving. I really like the handles on this Vermeer. Of course, as soon as I say I like them, they don't want to come out. But that's farming. But I did get it out. So the Vermeer's in here. Let me pull out. Real tight turning radius on the John Deere. I'd say the Vermeer's pretty much out of the path if you're trying to get in here with a tractor, truck, or trailer. So that worked out pretty good. Now I need to get the big Massey and the Crone. First things first though, I'm done with the John Deere, and I'm gonna put it right here opposite side of that thing. Anybody ever parallel park a tractor? Alright, that takes care of that. The John Deere's tucked in here. Plenty of room on that side. And the Vermeer's tucked in here on that side. So that's good. Well, getting the Vermeer on the John Deere and getting it parked seemed fairly painless. We'll try the big Massey next. Right there's what the key looks like on the Massey. The John Deere key, I got a couple of them in my pocket, but it's just a little flat thing. Now why Massey Ferguson decided to have a big old fat key like that, I don't know, but it's kind of cool. Alright, next up we'll try to get this thing going. Nice and warm in here with the sun on it. See what happens. Not bad, one crank and it started, but it is warm out here. Got to put the jack stand up. Pull that pin, pull that thing out, and do that. And we're ready to go. Alright, I'm back in here about as far as I want. I got up against the hay bale right there, and I pulled up just a little bit so I could get it out and, you know, take the pressure off of it, pushing back that way against the tractor. And I'd pull it on back, but when these wheels fold up, they come out like this. So I know I got way more room than I need if they fold down, and when I start servicing it, I'll let it down. But you know, this is fine. It's out of the way, and my John Deere over there is out of the way, and the Vermeer's out of the way, and that's kind of where I'm going to leave it for right now. So got some equipment moved, and like I say, next year we're hoping to put all of our equipment in here. So, you know, the John Deere baler would be in here somewhere, and this crone, they might be out on this end of the barn, but stack hay on that end of the barn. So that's the video. Hope you enjoyed it. John Deere 5055d, the Vermeer TR90, which is a Lely 300 combine rake tedder combination. Chrome 2801 CV. I'll put the kick dance stand down here in just a minute. And of course, wonderful Massey Ferguson 1105 started on the first crank. Hope the rest of the season goes this easy. Famous last words, right? We'll talk to you later.